Hey guys, hey there. Welcome to Life with Hephzibah Podcast. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning podcast listener, welcome. Last week we continued on the mental health series and I spoke about mental health with your identity. If you missed that episode, just go back one episode before this one to listen. Today I'm going to be talking about something important, which is mental health and weight loss. Now, here at Life with Hephzibah Podcast, I share with you stories from my own life and how the voice of the Lord has helped me out from those situations and circumstances. And I believe, identity has been one thing that really, through the voice of the Lord, I've been able to come out of the dumps. One thing that I really struggled with as regards identity was in the issue of weight loss, my body weight, my body shape, how my body looked like. And it really started from a very young age. When I was in secondary school, I had people who would say that I wasn't beautiful and they would say I was a bit overweight. Now that I think about it, I'm like, I had flat belly in secondary school. Why did I ever listen to those guys? But with those words and those things coming from people would be form a very negative identity about myself that stemmed from the weight I was carrying about, or I felt I was carrying about, and I wasn't okay with my body, and I imbibed an identity that said I wasn't beautiful because I wasn't slim, because I wasn't shapely like the world or the society would say. And there was one incident that really served to reinforce this. I had been sick for a while in secondary school and I lost a lot of weight, and I remember when I came back to school, my house mistress looked at me and she was like, "Oh, now you look very beautiful, because you've lost a lot of weight." So I had all those identity issues stemming from when you lose weight, you are beautiful. When you don't lose weight, you are not beautiful. And I remember getting really good with my health journey when I was in university, and my weight had climbed up. Now I was really fat, not fat like secondary school fat, like they were saying, but now I was really fat. And I started to work on my health and work on my body. I was 93 kg when I started. Sorry, I was 96 kg when I started, and I got down to about 74 kg 2 years or so later. When in the midst of the journey, I started losing weight. Of course, I associated my losing weight with now thinking that I was beautiful, but I started to have problems. So every time I lost weight, I would feel like, oh, I'm now beautiful. And if I would eat just anything, not so much, but anything to make me feel full, I would feel bloated. I would feel like, what's wrong with you? So my identity distortions actually became more apparent the more I lost weight. I would feel that's something missing. Like, I've now lost the weight. How come I still think about myself this way? How come the scale controls me? How come this and that? And God started speaking to me about how the scale wasn't my benchmark for beauty, and how even though now I've lost the weight, I look great, I'm healthy, but that isn't the benchmark for who I am. So I had to relearn separating weight loss from my beauty. I had to relearn. Literally, I remember the first day I saw Psalm 139 and a new light. It was in 2015, and I started saying, God, you formed me in the womb. You called me beautiful. Every part of me, you called me beautiful. My weight loss identity distortions were so great that I could stand before a mirror and I'm looking at my body, looking at my boobs, and I'm thinking, what is this? Hephzibah, you are not, like, this is not good. And I started seeing Psalm 139 in 2015 when God began to show me these identity distortions from my body and weight loss and whether I was fat or not, and started to say, that is not you. Look at Psalm 139 and see that when I formed you, I called you beautiful before, a substance of yours was even formed on the earth. I called you perfect. And I had to learn to accept God's version of me, with or without weight loss, with or without, whether I'm fat or whether I'm slim. So now I advocate for weight loss. I actually run weight loss with Hephzibah program, and in our current program, we've had one of our ladies really losing weight. But the whole idea behind it is to restore the vision of women about themselves again, with or without weight loss. You've got to know that you are beautiful in the sight of God, the one who matters, not society, not your skill determining how you feel, whether you are beautiful or not, but God's eyes determining how you feel. And I want to pray with you that if you are in this journey, wherever you are, whether you are overweight or whether you've lost the weight, but God is still bringing out the fact that your identity is distorted because it's based on a skill, I pray that you will begin to see the mind of God concerning your identity, that is not based on weight loss, that is not based on your health, that is not based on your weight. I pray that your eyes will be open to see how beautiful you are. I pray that your heart will be open to receive how glorious God has made you to be. And I pray that you would indeed be able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, what a beautiful, beautiful, amazing person you are, because you are seen through the eyes of your Creator, Father God. Please share with me what you are learning from this podcast. You can put up the podcasts on your social media pages, share your gleanings and lessons with me, share the links on your social media pages also. Let someone also be transformed through God's voice as you listen. And I'll see you next time here, next week, Thursday, on the Life with Hephzibah Podcast. God bless you. See you next time. Bye for now.